My name is Trevor Ketchum, not Ketchup, even though I do like Ketchup and Gold as my favorite college team. I'm going to tell you some things about my past so that you can better understand me now and my future goals. You are going to learn something that happened the year I was born and how that event affected where I grew up and my future goals. When I was about 1 month old, tragedy struck the United States and changed my life along with the lives of many others forever. On 9/11/2001, Islamic extremists hijacked multiple commercial planes, crashing them into the Twin Towers and the Pentagon. The death toll of civilians lost was more than the total deaths of Pearl Harbor, which provoked us into World War II, according to an article by Newsweek, A New Day of Infamy. So, the nation became very scared and angry. Nobody felt safe, and everyone was looking to fight whoever had caused this atrocity. This led us to the War on Terror that has continued from 2001 to current right now. Nearly my entire life we've been fighting the same war. And how would this tragedy impact my life? Well, I was born and raised in Iowa. Prior to 9/11, my family went on lots of trips all over the United States and all over the world. After 9/11, we didn't really leave Iowa that often. Most of what we needed was here. A lot of our family is here in Iowa, and we just felt safer if we'd stay. So my father found a job at Fisher Controls here in Iowa, or in Marshalltown, Iowa, and that's what brought us here. My mother decided not to work while my brother and I were out of school so that she could stay home with us and take care of us. Once we were both in school, she decided that she would become a school teacher. My parents chose to stay in Iowa because, according to CNBC, it is one of the most affordable states in the Union, and we have lots of family in the area that is there to help us. So we also bought a house here out in the country where there's not a lot of people around and where we're a little more isolated from people than other areas. And my parents, I think overall, were a little scared and overprotective of us because of what happened on 9/11. And I think that impacted my childhood a lot. We also live only about 45 minutes away from Iowa State. So every day, including my own two parents, I'm surrounded by Iowa State alumni. So next year, I'm planning on attending Iowa State University. Iowa State is near my home, but will still provide me with a fantastic education that will help me in the future. Both of my parents attended Iowa State. Here's their diplomas here. And that's actually where they met. My mom's from Kansas City and my dad's from Iowa. So without them both attending Iowa State, I would have never been born. I would be going to Iowa State next year will keep me near home, being only 45 minutes to an hour away. And I want to study engineering because I think that will let me help others. I always want to, make people's life better, make life easier for them, make them feel better. And I feel like engineering will let me be able to help others the most out of any college major. And I also really like Ames. Ames was ranked the #1 college town by USA Today in a recent magazine. And I think that having a fun atmosphere while I'm in college is very important because I like to have fun. So I'm really excited to go to Iowa State next year. However, when I was not excited to be at Iowa State was when I was with my parents on 9/11. And we were over in Iowa State because they were meeting up with some old friends. And we were at a restaurant when the news struck. So it's kind of funny that 9/11, I was at Iowa State, and that kind of led me to stay in Iowa. And then I'm going to go in full circle and go back to Iowa State here 18 years later and go to school. I hope that you have a better understanding of my past after listening to this speech. Thank you for listening, and go Ketchup and Gold.